Yeah, it's going to be a good battle up front. I'm quite familiar with two of the lads already from Irish camp. I run with Tom Court most times we're in Irish camp, so we're pretty good friends already. So it's going to be interesting looking across the scrum with them. But no, they've a good front row. Rory's a very good scrummager, Tom's a very good scrummager, and John O'Fowle's been revelation since he's arrived. So I'm anticipating a tough battle on Saturday.
Do you have a handle on Tom?
You like to think so, but you always come up with something new, don't you? So it's going to be pretty interesting come Saturday.
Ulster stressed their need to improve on their semi-final performance. Do you think that's a fair assessment of where they're at the moment?
I think every team likes to try and improve on it. We're no different, we'll want to improve on our semi-final performance as well. Edinburgh were a tough side to play. They play each other 2 or 3 times a year in the Pro 12. So there's that degree of familiarity where you mightn't have that if you're playing against an English or a French side. So it's always going to be a tough one for them to play, but I'm sure they will be stepping up their game come Saturday.
What are those things that you take from last year's final in particular?
I think just confidence that we know we can deliver in big games. Even if we're dig ourselves into a hole, which we did last year, we were able to dig ourselves out. It's a pretty good attribute to have, to be able to come back when from that deficit that we did. So nearly all our team has been in this situation before. So it's experience of the big day and knowing what to expect that can be the difference between winning or losing. Yeah, there's certainly been it's certainly going to be a mass exodus from these shores over to London. I know from his friends and family complaining about the exorbitant price of flights, that there's a huge demand going over there. So it'll be interesting to see which way it breaks down in the stadium, but I'm sure we'll bring a sizable contingent with us.
John Gibbs was talking about the Ulster pack, and he described them as sort of marauding beasts against Leicester. I presume going in as underdogs, that's how they're going to approach tackling Leinster. How do you as a player, do you feel you're going to have to combat that onslaught at the start, or do you plan to do it yourself?
Well, every time you play Ulster you have to front up their back, and this weekend is going to be no exception. Any time we've played them you really have to, it's a really hand-to-hand combat up there. So we're not expecting anything different, and I'm sure they'll be coming for us with everything they've got, but that's what the finals are.